Welcome to exercise class, everyone. As you can see, I'm a little red-faced and sweaty. I was just out mowing my lawn, and that made me think, boy, I just got some exercise. So, what you can do when you're working around your house, think of that as exercise too. For instance, if you're mopping your floor, you can use some big movements. The only thing you want to make sure of is if you do one side, you want to go to the other side and do the same amount or the same number of swipes. Okay? Also, when you're standing, maybe washing dishes or cleaning the counter, whatever you happen to be doing at your sink, chopping lettuce or onions, you can do some toe lifts. Okay? So you can do some toe lifts. You can also do that when you're standing at the grocery store in line at your cart. You know, who cares if it looks funny? You know, personally, I don't care if you don't do it at the grocery store, but you can do toe lifts when you're just kind of at the sink, working around the counter or whatever you happen to be doing. So do some of those things. When you're sitting, you can just do some hand movements. All right, so anytime that you can think of putting some intentional exercise, intentional movement into something, take advantage of it. That will count as exercise. All right, so make sure that you've already cleared the exercise class with your doctor. You have a little water. I had to drink a lot of water after I did my lawn. So make sure you do have water. You never want to get dehydrated. The weather's getting warmer. It doesn't matter actually, winter, summer, but particularly if you're outside working, you always want to stay hydrated. All right, so let's go ahead and start with our march. And we want to take some nice deep breaths. Bring your shoulders up, back, and down. And we're just going to march it out. And whatever level you're working at today, maybe you don't want to move this quickly. Maybe you want to move a little faster. Maybe you want to take it into a little jog. So wherever you're at today, go with that. Okay, you always want to work with how your body feels. So let's go ahead and just march it out. We're going to put our arms into it, rolling the shoulders. And roll your shoulders back, opposite direction I should say. Excellent. All right, good job. Now we're going to do some side stepping, okay? And that just looks like this. You'll swing your arms and tap and tap. Nice and tall. And just keep that going. Let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's go ahead and make sure you have plenty of room behind you. I'm going to step forward just a little bit, and we're going to step back and back. So it's a little toe tap backward. Let's bring those arms back, squeezing through the shoulder blades. Let's try to do 10 more on each side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And march it out. So now we're going to move into a V move, and that's going to look like this. Forward, forward, and they're separate, and back, back, together. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the right. Out, out, forward, and back, back, and in. So you're just making a nice V shape. And let's go ahead and with that. Work it at your own pace. Nice V. Remember not to hyperextend your knees. You want a little bit of a bend in the knees, making sure, of course, that you don't feel any pain. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to march it out. Now we started with the right leg. We're going to start with the left leg. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. March it out. All right, depending on how much room you have, and if it's a nice cleared area, we're going to do some side stepping. It looks like this. 1, 2, tap. 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 Keep it going. 1, 2, tap. 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 Let's march it out. Take a little breather. Now we're going to press back, nice and tall. Keep that march going. Shoulders are back and down, so you don't want to be up here. That's going to make your back arch. So shoulders away from the ears, pressing back. A slight tension through the shoulder blades. And let's bring those arms across. Press them back. And cross. Press back. Cross. All right, relax those arms, roll those arms out. And reverse. So doing a little cardio today. Next time we're going to do some work with weights. So I'll show you what you'll need for our next class. And now let's reach it up. And the other side up. On the toes. Five more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's do a nice little turn. Nice and controlled. Moving into our cool down. Remember to try to find another video. Add that video to this one, and maybe even another one. Always make sure that you take those few minutes at the end to cool down. All right, so what I want to do is show you what I have for weights. And I have 3 pounds. You can get 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds. You can even do 5 pounds. And I think you can go to a relatively cheap store like Five Below. I think it's Five Below. And you can get weights for just a few dollars. Or, once again, you can always use just some bottles of water. Okay, so a nice set of weights is always good. And if you happen to start doing anything with your weights, I just want to show you and give you a couple tips. Make sure that your wrists are never bent like this as you're lifting. Not good for the wrists. Plus, what you want to do is increase the strength in your forearm. So you want to keep that wrist parallel to your arm and lift like this. Okay, the other thing is, if you see your nail beds turning white, you're holding on just a little bit too tight. So loosen up a little bit and make sure the weights obviously don't fall out of your hand, but you don't want to grip so tightly because it really can raise your blood pressure too. So, and that's unnecessary. So get your weights for next time, and we will see you next time.